Hello, how are you everyone? I am Santosh Kumar, your host. As you know, I conduct my daily life interviews on my Facebook ID and connecting the world. So today is my interesting guest, Nikki from UK. So how are you, Nikki?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Thank you very much. I am fine. So thanks for you came on my show. It's my pleasure. So first of all, as you know, our audience watches. So introduce yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, from the UK. I'm a digital transformation consultant, but I also do a lot of work with people around the law of attraction and developing a spiritual practice to live a more joyful, abundant, happy, healthy, wealthy life. So that's me.
Great, amazing. So, Nikki, share your complete life journey when you start your early education, when you finish your graduation. Share your complete life journey.
Like, I was born in London in the UK to Jamaican parents. They were born in Jamaica, but they came to England when they were young. My mother and father separated, and my mother came back to live in a small town called Wolverhampton. I joined a school in Wolverhampton, and I was really lucky that I was brought up in a multicultural environment. And because I was an only child, I really took to connecting with people from a very young age. I enjoyed being in a Bangladeshi house, an English house, an African house. I was really a communicator from a very small age. I was also in a lot of school plays. And once the headmaster wrote, Nicola loves to make people feel welcome when they join the school. If somebody's upset, she goes up and she in the playground and says, are you okay? Can I help you? And I didn't know this. My mum showed me a report about 3 years ago. Then I went on to high school, and I always knew that I loved to write. So there was a competition, and I wrote this essay, and it included all the teachers. And again, I started feeling this draw towards communicating with people, helping people. Anyway, I won the competition. I developed a lot of a love of English language, English literature, music. I used to play instruments, the violin and the trombone. And then I knew from a young age I was going to work in marketing. So then I finished high school. I went to sixth form. I didn't really like studying A-level English and French. Then I went on to do a course at college, radio and journalism. Fast forward, I finished a degree in media communications, and then I started working in marketing. And then fast forward a bit more, my latest role was with Microsoft. I'm very into technology, so I help companies with digital transformation. In the background, there was a point in my career where I was earning a lot of money. I was in a stressful job. I was in a management position. I was in positions as a Black woman in business. The UK is multicultural, but there's still some undercurrents of, when you're a minority in the workplace. You will notice with some people that you're a minority, and I don't mind that, because I'm very proud to represent people of color in management or in environments where we are not in the masses. I don't mind being the only person, because I'm just glad that I'm there to represent us. So I worked for Microsoft UK, which was a fantastic experience. And in the background, that was it. I got to a stressful point in my career, and somebody lent me a book called The Secret. So I read The Secret. Have you heard of The Secret? The book about the law of attraction, basically. And I read this book, and I was like, my God, my thoughts determine my life. Like everything I think and every energy I put out. And I started looking back at my life, and I was like, yes, when I was a child, I loved communicating. I always got the best part in the school play. When I got to high school, I did this, I did that. Everything I put my mind to and could think of, I attracted. I wanted a job with Microsoft UK. I got a job with Microsoft UK. I wanted to travel, to live in Turkey, to live in Spain, and to have a business online. Everything came true. So I started getting into this understanding of the mind, and that just led me on a whole other path of learning about being spiritual, of learning about finding peace, of learning about forgiveness, of learning about being human, of learning about so many things. And I've got to a point now where I'm just like started to help other people to find this path, because in business, if you're not emotionally intelligent, you will not thrive. You will survive, but you will not thrive. To thrive in life, you have to understand yourself as a being, as a ball of energy, and your connection to the universe. So that's my life. Yes.
Amazing your life journey. But ma'am, this time the biggest problem is the poverty in our world. So how to end poverty?
A big topic to discuss. I think what we need to do is raise the human consciousness. We have an economy, and we have people that are poor, we have people that are rich, and we have everyone in between. I just think that if we redistributed the wealth, starting with the minds of people, caring about other people, we're in a pandemic now, and we've seen a shift. People have had to care about people in their neighborhood because they see the suffering more readily in front of their eyes. But before we had this pandemic, some people were just going about their lives, maybe not paying attention to some people don't have as much as they do. So I believe that when people find more peace within themselves and realize that it's not just about me and my family, it's about how am I helping other people, we will change the consciousness of the world, we'll change the vibration, we'll change the energy, and people will naturally think about how can I help myself, how can I help others, and how can I help the wider world. And that's why I love digital, because digital is the portal that connects people. This is where we can connect and share information like you're doing right here, right now. Mm.
Great. So Nikki, we are born in our country, in our world. So first of all, who are you? Who are you? Why are we are coming in the world? So what is your mission and what are you do?
Oh, goodness, be a good person. I'm still establishing my mission, really. That's a very good question. I think it's to help people find the peace, because, as I said, the more people that find peace and detach from always needing external things, Louis Vuitton handbags, the latest iPhone, lots of money in the bank. Yes, money is good, but when you find peace inside of yourself and you cultivate some spiritual practices, meditation, gratitude, then you'll naturally not only make yourself feel better, but you'll start to have empathy for other people. So, who am I? Well, that's an interesting question. I've been doing some meditation, and I'm not really. I don't need to attach myself to any label. I just have to be. I just have to be. Be the energy who I am authentically, and see what journey I'm meant to fulfill in the world and how that can help other people.
So Nikki, you are a meditation.
I do, I've done it enough. I've started it. I did a course with a friend of mine who's a spiritual teacher or a meditation teacher. She went to study, but for me, again, I don't have to have this label meditation. All I have to think about is how am I being? Just quiet your mind. You need to have it. It's a have a mind, but there's many ways.
Nikki, I cannot hear properly. You can join me once again time. Rejoin me once time.
Join.
Uh,
Hello?
yeah, now is okay.
Oh,
So we are talking on the meditation. So what you learn from meditation?
say that.
I cannot listen properly. What is the problem? I cannot understand.
Why?
Okay, now is okay.
I can hear
Continue.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I heard you. Now
Can
you
you
continue.
repeat?
Yes, I repeat the question. We are talking on the meditation. So
Mm-hmm.
when you start meditation, what is the benefit of meditation?
To quiet the mind, to give it time to see between thinking. Because if you think how much thoughts we have every day, I must do this, I must do that, I must eat, I must sleep, I must this, oh, I'm scared, I can't do this. Your mind is it's the power force of the whole body. So you have to allow it quiet, especially when you're trying to, because I'm trying to establish something of what I want to do next in life. So it's really important to have that quiet time and also that connection with whatever. It could be Allah, it could be Buddha, it could be Guru Nanak, it could be God, whoever, or just the universe, to have a bit of connection. Quiet is so important. We live in a noisy world. Just turn on the television. We live in a noisy world. We have to find some peace and quiet because it's powerful. Hmm.
Wow. So what is the perfect time and the right time doing the meditation?
I don't think there's a perfect time. They say in the morning because you're waking up and you're setting your vibration. So if you wake up, you don't have anything to eat. This is what I've been told. Don't eat, have some water, and then meditate. Because if you eat, it can make you feel a bit tired. But I don't always follow the rules. Sometimes I meditate in the middle of the day. Last night, I meditated at night, very late, because it was so quiet and peaceful. And I just felt in my soul, I feel like meditating now. So I had on my television with a nice chant of, it was Deepak Chopra actually. I am the universe, I am the light, I am the this. Just let the words go into your subconscious mind. And it was great. So you don't have to follow the rule. When you feel like meditating, meditate. You don't have to meditate every day. It's up to you. But find time for quieting the mind. It's really important, I think. Mm.
You're right. Perfect time is the night time and the morning time is a good.
I think so. Yeah.
So, Nick, as you know, many people create our dreams and create our goals. Some people cannot create our goals. What is the
Mm.
lesson for when we are to create our goals and we achieve our goals and we doing some other things after some people.
Say that again. How do we achieve our goals?
We are create our goals. Some people creating our dreams and some
Mm-hmm.
people can create our dreams.
Mm.
So what is the difference?
Creating, what's the difference between creating goals and creating dreams?
Yeah.
Well, they are connected, aren't they? Your goal, well, I hope so. Your goal and your dream are just two different words for something that you desire. So for me, they're a similar thing in the experience of life. How do you create them? For me, it's the law of attraction. But the law of attraction, again, is only a word. It could be just by having faith that whatever your mind can conceive, it can attract to itself. Because we're all energy. If we detach away from, you said, who am I? If we detach away from, I am Nikki, and just say, I am energy, part of a massive global universe, connecting to somebody in Pakistan now through the internet, through technology, but I'm still part of your world and you are part of my world because we're all part of one world. There's only one earth. So, energy, when you connect to energy, your life changes. When you connect to knowing the power within, your life changes. So we can have, be, do anything we want once we understand that. The goals and desires come from belief and, how do I put it? The law of attraction has certain rules and regulations of writing down, scripting, affirmations, putting something on a piece of paper and keeping it in your purse or in your bag. believing before you see it in the physical reality, believing in your mind that it's going to happen. You know, the third eye or whatever they call it. And having faith that even if the universe puts you through so many different roads to get to it, you're still going to get it. Sometimes you have to go through many different roads to get to where you want to go, but you still get there in the end. Mm.
Wow. But everyone saying if you try, you will success.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
cannot
If you
try,
don't try, you won't get anywhere. And if you don't, yeah, if you don't try, you won't get it anywhere. But success also takes time, perseverance, positivity, and sometimes you have to go
yes,
within because the human is made up of so many layers of conditioning. That's what I've been learning about for many years, conditioning, you know. Your parents condition you, the world conditions you, your life experience conditions you. So the meditation also brings you back to yourself. And the question is, who am I? That's a very good question. In fact, you
correct.
need to detach from I. That's what I'm learning about right now. Because we have an identity that we've built up that doesn't really exist.
So, Nikki, the main mentor says if you are happy in your life, it means you are a very richest man. And I watch your every post. You are very happy, and today here you are very happy. So, what is the secret of happiness?
Say that again. I'm happy. Yes,
Yeah.
but what a journey. If I tell you that I wasn't always happy, people wouldn't believe that I haven't always been happy. To the outside in social media, I'm smiling. Hello, everybody. But inside, I was not happy. So I did all this work, spirituality, prayer, meditation, law of attraction, always working on myself. And then finally, just through connection and managing energy, but that's in a way I am happy because even when I'm in a bad situation, I can still find the good somewhere in it. That's because of spiritual practice. I don't. That's definitely because of spirituality. Mm.
Great. I understand. So, Nikki, what is your biggest achievement in your life?
Oh, the biggest achievement in my life. Hmm. Probably getting a job with the company that I always wanted to work for, which happens to be Microsoft, because I always wanted to work for them. I always loved their products. But also, the biggest achievement is just finding peace. I'm not at the end of the journey. This journey goes on every day, every day. But every time I look at something that I wanted, like I wanted to live in this house, I wanted to live near nature. I live near nature. I wanted to do many things. And we can easily forget all the things that we wanted that we already have. But sometimes I look and I say, oh my God, I really wanted to do that. Or I really wanted to go on holiday to this place and I'm here now. I was in Lanzarote the other day and I remember saying, I want to stay in a nice hotel in Lanzarote. And I was there. And I said, oh, thank you, God. Because before I was praying, not praying with my hands like that, but I was saying, I want to be able to do this and I can do it. So those are the biggest achievements, the things I've manifested. Mm.
Wow. So, give me the two advice for peace because we are working on peace. So, how to create peace? Give me the two advice.
Oh, I think I am not qualified to answer this question. I think peace is made up of many components. Like I just said, gratitude, forgiveness, healing the inner child, healing, practicing letting go and letting God. Even if I'm not a Christian per se, but letting go and letting go, practicing surrender just to be, just to exist for 1 minute, not to feel attached to everything, just to say, this is me, this energy. I came into the world 44 years ago and I'm still here. Thank you. I'm surviving and I'm always working on myself. I think finding peace, you'll always be working on yourself a little bit to keep growing and expanding. Because when you're always growing, expanding, always reading, always learning, always just feeling love for yourself. Because some of us, maybe we didn't feel that loved when we were children, not because we weren't loved, but because we weren't shown it in the way. but we can find the way back to love always, because there's only two things in life: love and fear. And you can choose how they drive your life. If you want to live in fear, you can. If you want to live in love, but love is not romantic. I love you. It's I love you. I love me. I put myself first. I protect my energy. My peace of mind is very, very, very important. It's the highest currency, to feel good about yourself. Then everything else will follow. Mm.
Right. So in this age in your life,
Mm.
what you main thing learn from in life, in society, in our neighborhood, in our environment?
What do I want to learn, or what do I? Sorry, say it again.
Yeah, what you learn in this age,
In
what you
this
learn.
age,
Yeah,
do you mean at
in your life.
44? My age of
44
44.
age, what's your experiment of your life
The experiment or experience?
experience?
Oh, what have I learned? So many things. I think I answered that in the last question. I've learned that you will never always be right. I've learned that the way people treat you, you have to manage how you react, whether you react or respond. I've learned that a lot of the things we worry about will never, ever, ever happen. We just worry because we are almost conditioned to worry about every single thing in our lives. And I've learned that I can just walk into nature and look at a tree, and I can feel happier than if I walk and buy a Louis Vuitton bag. I love nature. Everything good is simple. Keep it simple and you'll be happy. That's what my experience is. But that
This
doesn't
is the
mean you shouldn't
amazing.
strive to have things. Like if you want more money, you can manifest it, but manifest it and always stay humble, because you can climb to the top of the ladder and fall right back down. So just be careful.
Yeah,
Mm.
simplicity is the best policy. Some mentor says.
Yes. Simplicity and self mastery. When you can control yourself and your mind, nothing can disturb your peace from the outside, because the peace is here, is inside you. It doesn't
Yeah,
get determined by other people. It's determined by you always. But only if I become a monk can I be peaceful all the time. I still get angry. I still shout. But I'm always working on that, you know? Mm, always working on
slowly,
that.
slowly we win the race.
Sorry?
Slowly, slowly we win the race.
Uh-huh, perfecto. I love that saying. Slowly. Oh, I might use that later in my Facebook Live. Slowly, slowly, we were in the race. Oh, namaste. I love that. I can't do my hands because I'm
Nice
holding
to
it.
meet you.
I need to
And
put the phone down.
really, I want to say you, your hairstyle is very beautiful.
Oh, it's a bit wild today. I got very quickly for this broadcast.
Okay, okay. So, really nice to meet you. Really, lot of thanks. You came on my little show. So,
Oh, you're welcome.
give me the for some word, some last message for me, and we end our
For
show. Yeah.
you, wow. Just go about your life seeing it as an experience. Try to let go of the label of this is good and this is bad, and just channel peace and love for yourself, and just watch everything change, and understand that if you wake up angry every day, you're not going to attract goodness into your life. But if you choose your mood like you choose the clothes, as Wayne Dyer said, your life will be so much more peaceful and beautiful. Let go of all the things that don't serve you and just live fully, wholly in your truest, highest vibration of life. And I wish you all the happiness in the world, because every human being deserves to be happy. It's our birthright to find our way back to the joy and the light.
Wow. Namaste. Thank you very much. Nice to.
You're welcome. Let me say namaste. For having me.